What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of a Digital Discourse. I am your girl, Khadijah Corrie, one of the hosts here, and today we are having a sit-down conversation when it comes to some of the most amazing creatives right here in the DMV area. But we are not just talking about creativity, we're talking about music management, we're talking about artistry, we're talking about branding, all of the things you can think of when it comes to tapping into the music industry and how to really maneuver through those particular lanes. So I'm super excited to introduce to you guys some of my friends. Okay, they are doing some great things here, and they're just going to share a little bit about their story, where they are, where they're going, and maybe if you're interested, how you can be a part and support their journey as well. So without further ado, I need y'all to put your hands together for my girl Debbie.
Yeah, DMV, what
Clock,
up?
clock, clock that. And then my friend Bryan Blake, y'all, an R&B singer here in the DMV area who is taking over the DMV area. Like, you can sing, actually.
That's right.
Like, I
That's
had the opportunity
right.
to witness you singing,
Yeah.
like, the national anthem, even though it was just the
Uh-huh.
anthem. But you can sing.
Yeah.
You
Look.
got little vocals.
Look. The word going around. I'm AI.
Oh, not the AI.
Yeah. See. Look. You got it up close and personal.
Y'all, this is for real, for real. Like, this is not no generated engineering. Like, this is, he can sing. I'll vouch. I heard it. Listen, how y'all feeling today?
We good, man.
Good.
I'm
I'm
awesome.
excited
I'm
to have y'all here.
Thank
Happy
you,
4th.
boo.
Happy
Yeah,
Good to
look,
see you.
it's 4th of July is here, and we got to do it up the right way in style.
That's right.
Celebrating our black people. But anyway, here we are, okay? So I'm super excited to just talk with you guys about branding, music, marketing, management, because I know you've been doing management. How long have you been doing that?
16 years.
16 years?
Yep,
So how
16
did that
years.
come about?
I bass heads, slutty boys, back in the day. Some of y'all might be too young for that. Like, but I met their producers first, and their producers was like, I used to be a blogger. I used to be a media girl,
Okay.
like back in the day. And he was like, yeah, why don't you do management? I didn't know nothing about management, but it kicked off with the Slutty Boys in 2010. I actually met Trell first.
Okay.
Well, met everybody, you know, Greg and Muhammad who own the museum, Trey. They own the
Okay.
museum brand. I met them
Yes.
first.
Okay.
And then Bassheads and them, and then Trell and
And your career just took off from there.
Yeah.
So what does a manager actually do when it comes
Every
to
damn thing.
managing an artist, coming to
Everything.
managing your brand, their brand? Like, how many are on your roster?
So technically, my roster is just Pinky and Brian.
Okay.
It's just when you know everybody, they call you for favors. So I don't manage Trail, I don't manage 3 like other people that they see me with. Those just like my friends.
Yeah.
If they need something, I run the play. But
Yeah.
those are my priority clients.
Got it. Okay,
Yeah.
so can you kind of walk through the steps of a manager? What does that mean? Bookings, studio time. What does that look like for people who may be interested in being in that field, like
Mhm.
A&R, PR, or somebody who's just trying to learn how the game actually works?
Honestly, management is about, for me, strategy and negotiation. Like,
Mm.
that's really what we do,
Okay.
So you have to be like on it as far as like you're thinking the way you think, because you're thinking about the artist like out 5 years from now, 3 years from now, 10 years from now. We manage all of those things. So like, your manager is not responsible to book you shows. Your manager is not responsible to get you
Oh.
out to the media and the blogs.
Really?
No, your manager's supposed to manage those things. Like, as your career grows, there's booking agents for that. That's their job.
That makes
Like,
sense.
it's a publicist's job to get you on platforms like this. But when you have a small team, you're doing everything. So it seems like we do all of that, but your
Right.
manager should be capable to do it. But y'all still got to pay them too. Just because they ain't do the booking, do
Hello?
not mean that they don't supposed to get paid.
Run them people they
Yeah,
coin.
like, stop playing with them. Like, I don't know why they don't be wanting it.
Right.
But yeah, that's what we do. Like, so we
Okay.
do manage all of those things. I'm just very present with my clients.
Okay.
Like,
Now, speaking of your presence, like most of the managers I know more so work behind the scenes. They don't want to be seen. They just do the work, do the emails, do the phone calls. So what does that really look like for you being behind the scenes for some of your artists?
I feel like I'm super behind the scenes person. Like, I only do platforms if I'm asked to do that.
Okay.
Like, I don't reach out and be like, hey, can you interview me? Like, unless somebody is a platform I think is cool and they looking for more people or whatever.
Okay.
But I really do it for my clients. But what you asked me?
I was No, it's okay. I'm just wondering, how does it work behind the scenes? Like,
Oh, how
are
does it
you a
work
person
behind the
who
scenes?
prefer to be in the front? Are you the
No,
person? I
I
like being
prefer
in the
to be in the
background.
back.
Okay.
Like I don't like nothing about the front because I can't do my job well if I'm on everything too in the
Yeah.
forefront. But sometimes you just get pulled into it. Like I said, I came from doing media. I work for PR agencies. I work for booking agencies. So I know people from all over.
Yeah.
And then I manage artists as well. So sometimes it's like you gotta play the role and support too, because people
Right.
think you don't fuck with them because you don't come out to support nothing. But it's
Yeah.
like I don't really want to be out. I really be out for my clients. But managing behind the scenes, you have to just be okay with it being about them. Because sometimes people not even going to acknowledge your presence. Like they
Yeah.
don't even say shit to you.
Yeah.
You know, like, but you have to have the kind of mindset to know what your position and what your role is. Because the person who booked your client might not say nothing to you, but I know the person who owned the building you in.
Right.
You
That
know what
part.
I'm saying? Like
Hello.
you
Give me
gotta,
the ticket to get in. Who got the
yeah.
keys? Okay, right. So let me talk to you, Brian, a little bit about having a manager. How
Mhm.
successful has that been for you in your career currently?
Well, it's been a major game changer for me because I've always had the ability to sing since I was a little kid.
Mm.
Um, and I don't even have time to go kind of like through all of that stuff.
Yeah.
But at this level now, like, cause I've done it once I got older, like as far as trying to step back into the music and doing my music, but it was always a glass ceiling. Like it was
Mm.
never. I can see all the potential up the top, but I couldn't get
How do
there.
I get there?
Yeah, because I was moving aimlessly. I ain't had no structure in what I was doing. I'm just
Mm.
dropping music, don't promote it that much, posting little singing videos on Instagram. It don't get the likes that I like. I'm snatching them down. Like I just had to learn a lot. And when with Deb coming in, you know, my career skyrocket as far
Wow.
as how I'm viewing it. I'm seeing the progress.
That's a
It's
blessing.
no longer that glass ceiling no more.
Right.
That joint removed. It's just now I just got to get up there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like we on the right
Y'all
track.
moving. No,
Yeah.
for real. Y'all in movies and stuff. I
Yeah.
see y'all in the movie.
Yeah.
Okay. So then let me ask this then. How did you guys connect? How did you know, like, okay, this is the person that I want to manage me. This is the person I can see helping me get to the next level or helping me become successful. How did y'all connect where you was like, you know what, I can take you on as a client. You know, you're a great person to work with. Like, where is that balance? How did you guys kind of have that chemistry there?
Well, I had well, my cousin, he's a manager. His name is Squirrely, and I was at something with him, like a community kickball game or something like that. And I know that she, managed Pinky, and that's how I knew her and stuff like that. And I ain't. I mean, shoot, for real, it was just like just coming around and more,
Okay.
coming around, understanding who she was, and knowing that, my cousin, he can't really take that role on like that. I'm not
She
really.
got connections. She
Yeah,
can get me where I
exactly.
need to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
But she ain't just.
Different stories.
Okay.
No, but I'm saying she ain't just like, oh yeah, I heard his music, I want to manage him.
Okay, that's
She
why I
was.
was wondering. Like,
Yeah,
how does
nah.
that work? Are you scouting for your next
Hell
client?
no.
Okay.
I'm not, by the way. I'm not. I'm good. I'm booked.
The books
I'm
are not
full.
open.
But
Okay.
you can pay me for a consultation though. But no, me and Squirrel, I met Squirrel like really not that long ago.
Okay.
You know, I met him when Trell came home, this most recent time. And everybody be being funny. I'm talking about the time he was really locked up for a long time, y'all. Like, don't be messy. But me and Squirrel was trying to like collab Trell and Pinky. And then me and him end up collabing and making Summer Jam. Brian was around, but I'm be honest, I don't be paying niggas no mind. Like, that's just his men to me. But me and Pinky kind of like not really had a break, but just transitioning with her career, what she wanted to do. She had a baby. That kind of gave me more free time. And I was like, okay, he R&B, but I got to be around you a couple times to like want to manage you. I got to like know your family, know what your life look like, know how you think. I'm not picking up nobody
Just
off the
anybody,
street.
right?
No, mm-mm.
I like
So
that.
I got to know Brian a little bit first, and then I'm like start tapping into what he want to do with himself, like musically. You know what I'm saying? Because from what I saw on his social media, you're not focused on music. You know, I just see you being a
So
dad.
social media plays a significant part when it comes to branding
Absolutely.
and having that artist presence.
Absolutely. The
Wow.
first 6 slides gonna lose my interest. Like, yes,
Really?
either gain or I'm gone. Like,
Yeah, and that's what
so it
I
wasn't.
want to cut in real quick, and that was another big thing that once she did, my bad, Dave, I'm gonna let you finish, but once she did decide that she was gonna be on board, she was like, yeah, drop that name. We gonna figure that
Oh
out.
yeah, that's the first thing you
You
did.
need
Change
to
his name.
take these first 3 joints off your page, cause like she said, when people come to your page, they need to know that you are artist. Not she
Yeah.
said, "There's nothing wrong with you being a single father." She was like, "I commend that, but like this, you gotta look the part. Perception is reality."
Yeah.
So
I
my
like
bad.
that.
Go ahead. You can
So
finish.
at that time, it was more like, all right, that's Squirrel folks or whatever. He mentioned him singing a time or two, but then like being around Brian Moore, I brought my camera girl to him one day, like in his apartment, and I was like, let's shoot a video. And that's the video, the Hold On Me video that we shot in Brian's apartment. Like
Wow.
right then and there, just put him on the spot to test him to see how he was gonna do. And he did fair,
Ooh,
enough for me to
ooh,
be
you
like,
did just
okay,
enough,
we
Brian.
could
Just
work,
a little bit.
we could work. I see some potential here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay, so being that you guys have this great chemistry, you guys are like a very much so dynamic duo in my eyes. Every time I see Deb, I see you. So I know she doing something, putting you in the room. And then every time I see you, I see Deb. And I'm like, oh yeah, that girl connected. She moving and shaking. She doing what needs to be done to get your name out there. So what is some of the biggest mistakes that most artists make when having a manager? And then on your end, what is a big mistake that artists have when dealing with a manager?
Got you. Which one first? Oh,
They
yeah.
don't
Whoever
listen.
going first, they don't listen.
No.
Who the artists don't listen?
No, I have a long roster of artists before like just meeting all y'all now, 16 years in.
Yeah.
But most of the time they don't listen. And I told him all I want to do is get over the hump with somebody. Like me and Pinky, we got a deal. We got signed. We signed the Rock Nation 2023. Okay, but that's still not enough for me. I want them on big ass stages. I want them on tours. The problem is they don't fucking listen. Especially when they get a little popularity. They think they know everything. And they be so mid to me.
That's not Brian though.
No,
No,
nah,
Brian,
Oh,
it
okay.
ain't
All
me.
right, Brian, just making
is
sure.
a combative person. But as we've grown into our relationship, he does not negate what I have to say
Same.
musically.
He takes-
like,
takes
yeah,
things.
like sometimes this might be a record or song or, well, I want to post this. I'd be like, go ahead. I don't even go back and forth. He just know, like, I'm probably not going to support it.
Yeah.
If I don't think it's
And
good
so
enough.
when you say
but
listen, are you saying like, hey, the appearance, or hey, social media, or hey, how you conduct yourself? What's listen?
all of
Okay,
it, because
okay.
every artist got a different struggle. You know what I'm saying? Like some artists suck when it's time to do stuff like this. They be saying, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, and we don't know what you're
like,
saying,
so
you know what I'm
the
saying?
stage
Yeah,
presence,
they
the
suck.
speaking.
They have no media presence whatsoever. They need to go on that little forgot what I call it, but yeah, they don't have no skills media wise. Sometimes it's their presence when they go out and conduct themselves around people. Like I have dudes who do messy shit with females, and I had artists that got stabbed right before a show. You know what I'm
Lord.
saying? Like
Right.
by a bitch. I mean, I'm sorry, by a female.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I've had people like lose relationships because they do too much. Like so it depends on the person, but overall it's just trusting the person that you chose to be your manager. Because at the end of the day, we work for them.
Yeah.
We just running the plays. But yeah, not
makes
listening
sense.
is the number one.
Big mistake.
Yes.
Okay, so what would be your mistake on your end?
My bad.
Either from a perspective of as the artist, or something you've observed while having a manager.
Well, just to start off, the piggyback off what she was saying, I'm gonna correct it a little bit because I ain't combative. I'm more logical.
Okay.
So
It
that's
gotta make
why,
sense.
yeah, that's why I say it don't apply to me because even if we combat on something, as she would like to say, when I sit and think about it, if it makes sense, I'ma listen to her. And she
Okay.
knows she can vouch for that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't just be, oh yeah, nah, I'm gonna be stubborn. No, I want
Right.
it this way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, I think about it and I think critically. So I'm not gonna just accept it out the gate. It's kinda I gotta see for myself type of thing and think about it for myself. But so that's where that come from. But
Okay.
I definitely listen. But
Now.
nah, I listen. But as far as me, the challenge that I learned is basically like what she said earlier, like thinking that a manager needs to do more than what they really are assigned to do. But that's because it comes with okay, when you got someone that's doing all these things for you, you know what I'm saying? You can get spoiled with that. I'm talking on a general
That
scale.
makes sense.
You
Yeah,
can
that
get
makes
spoiled
sense.
with certain things, so you don't know any better. Like some people might not even know what a publicist is. They probably heard it, but they
Yeah,
don't know what they
exactly what
actual
they
job.
do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they just convolute all of that stuff into a manager's role.
Right.
So once I've learned that, that was the biggest, you know what I'm saying, hurdle that I had
Yeah.
to get over. But I'm more understanding because I'm aware of that. she know that I'm real. Like I'm a hold you to your word. If you tell me as a camera person that this gonna be ready at a
That
certain
drives me crazy.
Really? The
well,
accountability.
if you say he's gonna be,
Right.
what
You
I'm
said
saying,
you was
ready
gonna have it
by
done.
Thursday, and I call you Saturday, because I don't let Friday pass.
Right.
Like
Gave you
you
some
can't say
grace.
I'm irky or I'm bugging you.
Yeah.
So I even with that, I've learned how to chill. You know what I'm saying? But that all comes from
But I think
management.
that also is like a part of us being perfectionists, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I consider myself a talent, right? Well, that's pretty much what I am. So like when I'm coming into places, I expect things to be in order, organized.
Mm-hmm.
Like where's my room, everything. I don't give diva, but I still give where's order. Like
Mm-hmm.
let's have things in order. I understand things happen. Things go left, right. I get it, but like it's just a matter of how you handle it, right? And I think
Mm-hmm.
it's all about the grace. It's all about the aspects of like let me just take a step back, take a chill pill. It's gonna work out. Pieces gonna fall where they fall. So
Mm-hmm.
I love
People
that.
be talking though.
They do
And I told him,
chat
people
chat,
just be talking.
chatty
Like, yeah, I'm gonna
patties.
do this. I'm gonna have they bullshit. He even started yet.
Right.
Nigga, you been outside for 2 days.
Oh,
You didn't even edit the video.
okay then.
Because you got people who are gonna send in like this when my role come in, because I know how we should be lawyers, managers. Like we know how to read people down.
Right.
It's females I come around like, yeah, she trying to fuck. Like I could tell there's people I work with professionally. I'm like, he bullshitting. He ain't gonna show up. There's people who I know for sure. I took somebody with me and Pinky to New York. I knew for sure I would never gonna work with that girl again. Like you have to just read the room. So sometimes he like, well, that person said, and I'm like, yeah, and they full of shit too.
Right. And what's
But
the
they
the
cool though.
resume?
They just full of shit. Like,
Right. No, I get that for sure.
Yeah.
So, in your opinion, what do you think is most important when it comes to managing an artist? Is it the branding part or the art?
It's both. You can't have one without the other.
Okay.
You can have the best music ever, but if it doesn't make sense, you have to have a target. It's the best music for who? Who are we aiming at?
Right.
And then when you know who you're aiming at, this is how we brand and build who you are. That's why we took 2 years to drop. Like I've been working with Brian. I started working with him right after Summer Jam.
Wow.
And we did Summer Jam 2024. We just now released a project.
And it looks
this year.
polished.
Yeah, because we took our time.
Yeah,
and
it
he
looks
had the
very
sound
much
right
put
and all
together.
of that. And now he's starting to come together. Everybody was in my ear. Just change how he look. He don't look like an R. I'm like, let him be who let him be him. Because what is that now? I don't want to create a facade of an R&B artist.
Yeah.
This is the R&B artist. It's what we define it to be.
Yeah.
I don't have to look at 6 other people or take him back to mimic somebody else's
Right.
career. I want him to be Brian.
Create his own lane.
Yeah, he can have 10 artists come up to mimic him.
Right.
And say, well, I don't gotta wear this. Nigga, everybody don't want to wear a fishnet tank top with their nipples out.
Right.
Like, they don't want to dress like that. Let
Right.
him be.
So, Brian, what do you consider your target audience, right? What is your brand? What is your ambiance, your aura?
Honestly, I'm still trying to find it, but if I was to have to say, I would say women, of course. Even men too, because they can put it on when they
For they
get in that
lady.
getting in that moment, they want to vibe out with their lady. I got tracks on there for all types of emotions. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty much all over. I'm not gonna sit up here and say it's more for kids. Some kids can listen to some songs, but some of them are a little explicit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to respond to that question because I know who we're selling it to. I have
Okay.
an exact answer. We're selling it to real music lovers.
Yeah.
People who don't have a quick ear, people who really enjoy music, which is why I'm not offended to people who don't take to his music.
Yeah.
That's just not, you ain't the
You're
one
not
we
the
selling
person
to.
we looking for, right?
Like people who they deep dive in because his music gonna give you a mood. It might be a Saturday morning cleaning song. It might be riding with my dude on a date night. We in the car vibing to music or whatever. It's people who really have appreciation for music.
Yeah.
So music
It do
lovers,
give like a little late night drive. I'm cruising
It
on
definitely
the
give
highway,
that.
me and
Yeah.
me and me and me.
And I'm be honest with you, as a man, his mind, he wants to aim at females. We got way more dudes that receive R&B music.
Yeah.
Like the temperature right now is so ratchet. Like girls is turning up. They want to hit a ratchet. They want to hit fuck niggas, spend money on me. I'm popping my pussy.
Right.
Like they be talking. Girls are really into that. Like when it's time to turn up. But the guys be on R&B heavy for real, for real. Like I'm like, that's what y'all be listening to in the car by yourself.
R&B lovers out there.
No, for real.
The real ones that really can just groove to some good music. Okay.
And I'm glad all y'all saying that, because that's what I'm trying to embody. Hence why my album is called Nostalgic, because when you listen to me, I want you to get that feeling that I get when I hear my favorite R&B songs. It take me back to that time when I was in. So when you hear my music and you be like, damn, he kind of give me. Some people be like, yeah, he give me Chris Brown. Some people like he give me Usher. Some people like he give me Tank. These are all the people that influence me, and that's why I said when you say real R&B, that's what I'm trying to embody. Me as a whole, my project, everything.
You know how the mama and them say they don't make music like that no more. That's what we trying to get to. Okay, it's a lot of rah rah right now.
It's a lot of rah
Slow
rah.
it down. Take it down. I love that. So let me ask you guys. What are some of the do's and don'ts when it comes to this industry professionally as an artist and as a manager, right? So give me maybe like your top 3 do's and don'ts, and you give me your top 3.
Can I go
For
first?
myself
Let me
or
go
for my
first.
client?
I want you to go as a manager. What are the do's for managers? Do this, do this, do this. What are the don'ts? And then as an artist, what are your do's? What are you supposed to be doing?
I want to go first because I know she's going to be more polished with hers. I'm going to just get it out.
Just keep it real raw and uncut.
Yeah.
Look at it. Just go ahead.
So I'm going to start with the dudes.
Okay.
I feel like what I've learned in this industry, and you can use it, you can apply it anywhere in life, but relationships.
Ooh.
The relationships that you build and you create, it takes you a long way. And it's, if I shouldn't say so myself, like it's just as, I'm not going to say more, but it's just as important as money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Those relationships.
For sure.
And the don'ts is the contrary to that. Don't burn bridges.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to need a lot of bridges to cross certain paths.
True.
And if you burn them down too early, you're going to just be standing on the other side looking crazy while everybody,
moving past you.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't know how to keep your attitude in check.
Yeah.
I love that.
In this industry, you know.
Yeah, and you know what? To piggyback off that, I'm a firm believer in networking across, right? Because I've got most of my opportunities from my friends who are in these rooms already, right? And so instead of us always trying to network up, and I'm trying to network and get to the boss, get to the CEO, you got to talk to the assistant. The assistant is the one that got the keys. The assistant is the one that pushed the button. So I definitely appreciate that. Just keeping those relationships, building those relationships, that is super important. So I agree with that 100%.
Yeah.
What's yours for managers?
My dues, just you gotta be willing to do the job. You know, a lot of people like, I don't want to do it. It's like babysitting. If you feel like you babysitting your client, you don't believe in that person that much. You know, and it's okay to just say, I really just don't really believe in you. So you just gotta be willing to do the job. It's 24/7. I work 24/7. My personal life sucks. Like, so if you're gonna do it, do it. You know, and do it with integrity and do it with respect. You representing somebody else, which also puts a damper on your personal life as well.
Really?
But yeah, real bad. I'll tell you about that.
Okay, yeah, because I need to
And then as far as like your don'ts, like for me as a manager, don't put me in a position where I got to do damage control. Because that sucks. You know, just having that conversation, you got to just take that shit, what they telling you about the person, like, yeah, don't do that. And just do shit with integrity, you know, period. If you're doing anything financial, communicate with your clients. You know, talk to them about them numbers. Don't do nothing that they're not aware about. I don't care because a lot of times we put a lot of money in. Managers put a lot of money in. So don't do that also if you don't want to invest, because 9 times out of 10 you are. So, yeah, show up and be ready to do the job. You know, if you complaining about it, it's not the job for you.
Right. No, that's good. Okay. So when you talk about a lot of money, investment, time, energy, so let's just say an artist had about $10K to spend. What does that look like for their career? Where is that money? How are we breaking down this $10K through the span of their career or this season? How are we maximizing all of the funds to make sure that they are successful and get to the next level?
So I'm going to tell you, because I had, let's say 75.
Okay.
What you want to do is, one, break it down, put money into the studio, say, hey, I'm going to take this $10K for the studio.
Okay.
Because $10K is not a lot to work with. You take $10K for the studio, you take another 25 or whatever for your marketing budget. You have to use the money wisely, have a plan, have a well thought out plan, and break it down for months to come, you know, and then don't buy dumb shit. I've had a situation where somebody wanted to buy a $4,000 shirt.
A shirt?
Yeah.
Girl, if you don't put that back on that rack.
Hey,
what?
I was like, that's not coming out of the
Absolutely
budget.
Not.
And like as a manager, I don't want to say don't give your client the money, but probably not wise to give it to them.
Okay.
You know, and it's their money,
gonna
of
blow it?
course. Hell yeah.
Brian, have you ever blew some money?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I'm a
man. Okay,
definitely.
all right. Well,
Yes,
lesson
and
learned. We learned. We
Yeah,
learned.
they
I'm not.
want to get
I'm
stuff
working
they
on money
haven't got.
management.
Okay. Okay.
They want to get stuff they weren't able to get, right? But if you have that type of budget, if you have any type of budget, plan that shit out.
Okay.
Do it smart. And you have to break it down from videos, studio time, traveling. If you do have a budget, by all means, please travel. Get out the DMV.
Right.
Don't spend your budget
And
all
travel,
here.
like, go to another state.
Go to another city.
Like,
you could go to Super Merlin and spend a weekend up there. Like
okay.
when me
Also,
and
like,
Brian was
vacation.
No.
Oh,
Work
so
trips.
work trip.
Yeah,
Okay, work trip. Just making
yes.
sure because
Spend
I'll
your
be
money
right on the
on
beach.
work trips. No.
You say take a vacation. Okay, beach.
No.
That's
Me
what I
and
heard.
Skip
Okay,
used to
my
go to
bad.
New York so much, and like that money went on like car service while we was there. Like I wouldn't even get us hotel rooms. Me and him went to New York to shoot his video. They was all pissed at me. Cause you know when we got done with the video, I was like, it's time to go home.
All right, get back
They
on
want
that track.
sightsee. Nah, nigga, it's more money for that. We going home. You know, everything he do, I cost it out.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, so you gotta plan for your money, y'all. Like, and spend it wisely. Spend it in places that make sense and places that can evolve whatever you already had going on.
I like that.
Yeah, don't make yourself look rich either. I'll give y'all a quick gem. A label do not want to back you if you look like you already together. Don't say, well, Lil Baby, nigga, you're not Lil Baby. Or none of these people. And they didn't come to these labels. They had street money. You know, and these labels will also give you a life insurance policy in your contract. That means they don't care if you survive or not. They're going to eat. So you have to pay attention to shit like that. Spend your money wisely and plan where it's going.
Wow. Okay, that's good. That's a gem. I didn't know that. Let me make sure. Because I thought she said vacation, but she's really saying go work.
Trip.
Trip.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
You saying like touch them spaces that people scared to go out. I mean, not scared,
Got it.
but
So
don't
basically,
think
don't
that.
just stay in the DMV.
No.
Let's expand.
And
Let's.
she's saying if you do stay in the DMV, like
Use it
people
wisely.
call Waldorf and St. Mary,
Yeah,
Super
spread your
Maryland,
stuff out.
or out Richmond, Virginia, or something like
Right.
that, go out there. Like with it, it's probably
Another
like a whole
market.
different world.
Yep,
Yeah.
another
Just like
market.
Baltimore.
Okay.
People don't know you out there. Like,
That's
I'm telling you, they
true.
don't know you yet. So
Gotta get your name out there.
he was in the mall out St. Charles. You can go to the malls out there. You can hit the strip on Virginia Beach. Like, some people don't understand why you want to do that. Why we gotta go here to shoot a video. I'm telling you. Just
See,
trust
I
me.
ain't like that. I'm hungry. We got up that day, man. We went straight to
It's a long
St.
ass
Mall.
day.
Man, we went to my man barber shop. I was passing these shirts
Yeah,
like, hey,
yeah.
look, they 25.
Because you branded down. Okay,
Yeah.
let's talk about the t-shirt.
Yes,
and
sir.
The hat. Y'all need to
Yeah.
get the merch.
Yeah.
Nostalgic merch out here. We
Uh-huh.
we about to have a second wave where
Okay.
the merch
About to
gonna
have
look a
a
little
second wave.
different.
Okay.
Then we got another wave after that. Look, we ain't
I'm
playing.
telling you, y'all not tapped in. Y'all need to get tapped in immediately.
ASAP.
Okay, so I love that. So I want to talk a little bit about Summer Jam. I know you mentioned that earlier in this. That's how you guys connected, which I super duper love about that. So can you kind of share a little bit about the purpose of Summer Jam? And then I want to kind of talk a little bit about some of the discussion that was generated around social media about people's perspective with Summer Jam and how ways you think you can make it better or ways that you can enhance the overall experience for people to come and enjoy it.
First of all, I want to say shout out to Digital Discourse because y'all the first person to ask us about Summer Jam directly.
What?
Nobody has asked
Let's
us
go.
yet. And we booked every media platform for Summer Jam. No platform reached out to us to actually sit down and ask us these
Wow.
questions. But the purpose of Summer Jam was to create a bigger space for the artists.
Okay.
It's a lot of like micro events or like they fighting to get on Broccoli City. Nobody really had what we built. And I still stand on nobody still has built what we built.
Yeah.
Which was like a big stage, a stage that cost us 5 figures.
Right.
You know, like we did that for a reason because they don't get those opportunities. They gonna tell you like, oh yeah, well it's 2,500 to open up. Ain't nobody even there yet.
Right.
You know, so
right.
it's like
that part.
but we wanted to create a space to take it from being popular on the internet to all right, let's see what you could do. You know, this the stage right here. If you lit like that in your city, we gonna give you the stage to be lit.
Real raw talent.
Yes, and the idea, because people was like, well, how y'all gonna last if y'all got all DMV artists? Like, first of all, y'all thinking like this. It depends on who you talking to, because the DMV is very grouped off. Like, these group of people hang together, these group of people hang together. Like, all the street artists, that's one lane. Then you got all these older people from here, Tank, Maya, Genuine. Like, it's so many other artists to put on Summer Jam. You know, we started out with what we know, like people we I mean, between me and him, we damn near know most of the artists in the area.
Yeah.
You know, so we had people fighting for that too because y'all ain't put this person. We don't want niggas to kill each other. So we
Right.
strategically plan Summer Jam. And that's why y'all people who try to make the Timu version of Summer Jam, be careful and know what you're doing because y'all put people's life in jeopardy. Seriously. Like, you got to really know these artists and be
She said
tapped in.
Timu.
Yeah, they be trying to, yeah. But that was the purpose of Summer Jam.
Okay.
You know, was to create a space for local artists here who got some traction or they building. You know, we wanted to give them a stage to really showcase
And that's
themselves.
the thing, we gotta support our own people in our own city, right? How we expect other people to support us, we don't support us here, right? So
Yeah.
that is so important. So how difficult or how challenging is it to put on a festival? Like, what are the obstacles? What are the ins and outs of organizing a festival?
Man, let me tell you something. It's a lot.
Yeah.
But it's a lot because we don't have a board yet. You know, so everybody, and then the people who got negative stuff to say, it's fine. I just don't respect the people who know me for real. They could have just reached out to me and been like, well, you should have did it. Because really, y'all can kiss my ass. Summer Jam is a huge day. It's a huge event. It takes a lot to put together. And this is why it's hard to mimic. You know, like, it's a lot of moving parts. It's a big festival. It's an all-day thing. We dealing with the venue. We dealing with the artists. We dealing with people flights. We dealing with huge-ass deposits, you know, coming in to pay headliners and just having investors and sponsors. Summer Jam was not funded by any grants or anything yet. Right. The city didn't pay for that. That was us.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, having
pocket.
personal investors. Like, I always say, like, Squirrel is the finance department. Okay, I am operations, like, and then we just make everything come together. But what you wanted to say about social media?
Yeah, no. So my thing when it comes to social media, obviously it's gonna be critics. Everybody's gonna say something. Everybody's gonna have this to say, that to say, because ain't nobody over here behind the scenes putting nothing together. Okay,
Right.
so what does that look like for people who are trying to be a part of Summer Jam? What can they do to maybe be a part, give a hand, or are you taking surveys? Are you taking interns? What does that look like for those who may want to be a part of something so big and epic?
Well, the reason why we didn't do it is because we don't have those people. So yes, we are looking for. So what we're looking for is board members.
Okay.
I'm looking for leaders right now. I need leaders who can lead a group of 10 to 15 people.
Okay.
You know, like, because there's departments in any job, and Summer Jam is the same thing. But we are indie festival still, so we definitely open to people coming on board. I don't know why y'all think me and Scroll don't want the help or whatever y'all think. Maybe we just come off as assholes, not approachable or something. But yeah, we need everybody we can get, but we also need people that come with bringing something to the table.
Yeah, the skill set.
Yeah, I don't need
headaches.
Yeah, and you just wanting to do it so your two friends can come for free. I need people who are dedicated to the integrity of what Summer Jam means.
Yeah.
You know, because it's something for all of us to build on. It can change all of our lives in a year, 2 years. You know, like, it don't really take long if we have that, like, strength and unity. But we don't, and I understand why we don't.
Right.
Because people want us to say, hey, come on, be on board. And there are people we reach out to that we want to be on board, for sure, but it's a lot of people who will probably expect us to want them that we just can't do it.
Right.
I pay attention to everything.
Yeah, the details.
How people work, and I can't fade it. But I need strong leaders that can run a whole department right now. So yes, I do. DM me. I'll be responding.
So Bryan, from your perspective as an artist performing at Summer Jam, what did that do for you in your career? What were some of the connections you made? How does that help you prepare you for your next level?
Well, I ain't performing Summer Jam yet. No, not yet.
Okay, not yet.
Yeah,
you
when
just
the next
met there.
Yeah, because
Okay.
the Squirrel, that's my family.
Okay.
So I was there
So we're
with
gonna
him.
see you perform then.
Oh yeah, for
sure.
sure. For
Yeah,
sure.
he's
Okay.
going Summer Jam, the next one.
Okay.
But no,
When is the next one? Do we have dates yet? Are we getting a little exclusive?
we do, but I ain't gonna tell y'all yet.
Okay, not yet.
Yeah,
All right,
not
y'all stay
yet.
tuned.
Yeah.
Follow the Instagram page. What's the Instagram page?
DMV Summer Jam.
Make sure y'all follow the page, okay? All right, period. Well, we're definitely looking forward to it.
Yes.
We're rooting for you. I hope I get to work with you.
Yes, because we need everybody.
Okay,
But and
yes.
then, we're an indie festival, though.
Yes.
All right?
Okay.
Y'all heard me say that. Because people be like, I mean, well, what I'm getting paid? I'm like, shit, nigga, same shit I got paid.
Right.
You know, like.
Exactly.
And not saying we not going to pay nobody. I'm saying, like, y'all have to understand this is something that you invest in and build to really change your life. You just got to believe in it.
I
Gotta
believe
You know what I'm saying?
in the vision.
I seen the numbers. You know, like, Summer Jam can really change everybody's life if we dedicate it to the purpose.
Yeah.
It's the people that's a problem, you know, because it's not this person. Or I wanted it to be my shit. Like, nah, somebody got a dope ass idea, you a dope person, you got your own resources, please bring that to the table. We don't have a director of media.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We
Right.
need those people. We don't got all the, we got a CEO and a COO, that's it.
Right.
All there's presidents, there's vice presidents, there's
Right.
director of operations. We need all but we need all the shit filled out.
Yeah.
So yes, please.
Okay.
We need your help. Yeah.
Okay, well, we putting it out here into the atmosphere. We're putting it into existence because we really want this to be successful, not just for the DMV, but for worldwide. Like, we want this to be bigger than the DMV, right? So I love that. So, Bryan, let's tap a little bit into your album, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I know that's something you are super excited about. It's your baby. It's a passion project, and you dropped it, and I know I listened to it. I love it. So,
I appreciate that.
I'm always support my people, okay? I'm always support my people. So, your new album, Nostalgic, right? Which song is the most personable for you and why?
The most personable is probably Blurred Lines.
Okay.
Yeah, it's because that's the one me and Deb butt heads about. She ain't want to put that one on there.
He loved telling that same story.
That's not the story for you.
No, I don't like it that much. I don't like it personally.
Okay.
I feel like it was perfect to fit on the album, you know, and that's why managers gotta like not have ego about that kind of stuff. You know, it was like, okay, I do think it makes sense for the album. It's just when I listened to his project, which I loved and highly invested into time wise and everything, sonically, I have my favorite songs. That's just not one of them that I listen to.
Which one are your favorite?
Caught Up.
Okay, Caught Up.
And it didn't start out that way. That came from like listening to the project
over and over.
again.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how long did the project take?
It took a minute. Even with that song, that I'm talking about, the reason why, other than what I just said, that it meant, a lot to me, because I put a lot in that song. Me and Tone, like, shout out to my man Tone, my engineer.
Okay.
Met him through.
Shout out to Tone.
And also shout out to Jake, because I met him through Jake up at Vault. But yeah, me and him, like, it took us a couple sessions to perfect it. It wasn't like we could have been done 3 different times, but we wanted to add stuff. And it wasn't just me, Tone. And this is why I said shout out to him, because he holds me accountable. Like, if he feel like I can do something better, he'd be like, nah, bro, we can't put it out like that. I feel like you can. Well, he'll be like, well, we can, but I feel like you can do better. And that's how, we hold each other accountable like that. So I'm like, that song, it wasn't just a one session thing. It was like a couple sessions. And we poured into that. Like, first I wanted to use a sample in the beginning, then Tone like, nah, bro, your voice is dope. You can do it like that, and I can just, turn whatever
Mix
he
and
talk.
match.
Yeah.
Hit all the buttons, the bells and the whistles.
Yeah, so that's why that song is like, it mean a lot to me.
Yeah, I like that. So, how long did it take you to find your sound?
I'm still trying to find it.
You still trying to find it? Sounds like you got it to me. I must see clearly. I don't know. But, because people got the ear for music. It sounds like you obviously been doing this for years. It sounds like you found your brand, your sound. Like, if I were to hear this on the radio, I'd be like, oh my God, that's Bryan. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
well, I appreciate that.
Like,
I
that's how I
appreciate it.
feel.
And that's good that, like, somebody outside feels that way, because me being a tough critic on myself and always want to be a perfectionist, even though I know we ain't perfect, but I want to be, I'm striving to be, that feels good to hear somebody say that, because to me, I'm still trying to find my sound.
Right.
I ain't got it yet. You know what I'm saying?
So, are you going on tour? With your album?
Yeah, we gonna speak it.
What we doing? Like, what? Like, cause you like, you had y'all listening event. How did that go?
Oh, amazing!
I was so upset. I missed it.
It was fire.
It was amazing.
Good. It was a great turnout.
It was just the energy, the vibes, like, which is why the invitation wasn't public, because he was so bad. Like, I'm like, don't put it out to the public. But that's for my metadata too. But making sure that it was intentional. Like, these are people who I watched support him over time. Like, genuinely, Bryan's a nice guy. So when he come out, to the public, he's a nice guy. So
nice.
when they meet him, people gonna. That's what I'm saying. Everybody's gonna gravitate towards that part, but I want the people there who I know have been listening and paying attention. And yeah.
I love that. So what's next with this project? So I know you said you're dropping some more merch. You got another round coming of merch. So what else are you planning to do with the album to get it out there?
So
get some eyes on it, ears on it.
I'm hitting the streets. I'm touching the people. Like, I'm going out. I'm got the QR codes. Like, hey, go listen to Nostalgic out now. I'm on TikTok. Shoot, probably about at least 8 to 10 hours per day on different submissions. I'm submitting my music. I don't care if they big or if they small. I'm sitting on Ray Daniels joint
Well, then we
alone.
need to talk because I
Yeah.
can get you on the radio.
Yeah, that look. That's what I'm
Talk,
trying. Look,
man.
that's
Put
what
it in
I.
rotation for my people.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm hustling though. Like
Yeah.
it's like I'm not even mad if nobody listening, but I'm just going every day. Even with my page, you'll see me posting. People probably get tired. Like I see my views sometimes in my story. They it go down a little bit because they probably like he posted the same. Yup.
Yeah,
You
and
know what I'm
keep doing
saying?
it. Somebody gonna see it.
Yeah, cause
Somebody.
Nostalgic out everywhere, and I still got 12 monthly listeners.
Listen, if you're
You know what I'm
not
saying?
rooting for yourself the way Bryan Blake is rooting for himself, you're missing out. Okay,
Yeah.
listen, nobody gonna support you if you don't support you. So
Yeah.
look, over here at Digital Discourse, we are supporting you guys. Okay,
And I appreciate
we want y'all
that.
to win. We want y'all to do great things. We are always
Appreciate
rooting for
y'all.
y'all. Please let everybody know where they can keep up with y'all, follow y'all, tap in with y'all, listen to your music on platforms. Let us know.
The real Bryan Blake on everything. Bryan Blake on all platforms. Bryan with a Y. This is important, y'all. Bryan with a Y, not an I, because it's about you
Ooh,
and not I.
come on,
You hear me?
hold on.
I'm gonna say it one more time. Look, Bryan, BRY with a Y, because it's about you. The people that I'm coming out to touch, it's about you, not I. So Bryan Blake on everything, Nostalgic out on all platforms. Go listen. The last time I checked, it was no skips. But see so for yourself.
Period.
Hey, see so for yourself.
Okay.
Nah, it's really no skips though. Y'all can just find me in his bio.
Okay. Period. Deb said, look, I'm behind the scenes. If you need me, you know how to contact me.
Yeah.
Okay. You heard it. Listen, I'm super excited. I got to talk with y'all. And just like on a professional tip, because I always talk to
Likewise,
y'all like
likewise.
friends outside
Yeah,
of
like,
here
hey,
and stuff
girl.
like that. I'm rooting for y'all. Y'all are doing great things. Keep going.
Thank you.
Any
So
way
are you.
I can support. Y'all know I'm there, regardless of the fact. I love y'all so much, and y'all keep doing y'all thing. Listen, this is Digital Discourse, and I hope you guys are tapped in with my girl Debbie and the one and only Bryan Blake, an R&B singer right here in the DMV. Y'all need to tap in when it comes to music, management, artistry, R&B lovers for real. Okay, if y'all not tapped in, y'all missing out. It's your girl Khadijah Corrie, and I hope I see y'all again next time right here on Digital Discourse.
That's right.